Yo, what's going on? But once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I'm especially talking to you guys out there. This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Celebrate 2011, aka Cruising Guy 2009. Of course, you guys are interested in this channel. Before we begin, double check out freedom.com. Of course, Trouble Notes on it. If any people want fresh channel banner design or picture specifically made just for you guys, all that good stuff. I'll be leaving links to all the social media networking description accounts of description box down below. And of course, as always, the first part program, best partnership around, all that good stuff. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin, and yeah, let's do this. So, My Little Pony Friendship Magic Season 5, Episode 25 and 26, the Cutie Remark, Season Finale. So, today, I don't know what that is, but yeah, I think it was like dust or whatever on this thing, but anyways, yeah, or tonight, because I'm doing this literally at the stroke of fucking midnight. It's crazy as hell to believe, because usually I don't do videos this late. The latest I'll probably do is like 10:30. Maybe 11 sometimes, but usually not at midnight, because usually by the time it's like around 11:30, half the time I'll probably be asleep so I can go to work. As I start sometimes at 8, other times at 9, depends on how busy it is. But yeah, you guys don't want to know about that. I'm going to read the lecture. I'm going to read the article to the whole thing, the whole description about both the episodes. So spoilers if you haven't seen already. Usually I do this on like Tuesday or Fridays. This is the last time I'm going to be doing it for a while too. I was thinking about trying to do like episode reviews for Ruby. If any people don't know what that is, that's that little franchise that Montion, the late Montion, used to own, along with Rooster Teeth. Even though I really don't give a shit about their channel, but I do like that little Americanized anime thing. That's pretty nice. I saw 3 episodes of it already, so those 3, I don't know if I'm just gonna skip by them again or just watch it again, or who knows? I have no idea. But yeah, yeah, I'll look forward to that in the future, possibly. I don't know. No promises yet. So yeah, the Cutie Mark lecture map. Obviously, this is the one after the main attraction, and the MLP Wiki, I'll leave that link in the description box down below. Hopefully this episode will be up on Tuesday morning, or no, Tuesday afternoon, of course. So Cutie Mark Magic Lecture. The episode begins when Twilight Sparkle is at the school. That's so weird, that doesn't even make sense. It says the episode begins with Twilight Sparkle at the school for the gifted unicorns. Should be at the school for the gifted unicorns. I don't know. I'm trying not to be a grammar Nazi. Hopefully I'm to do a 2-parter in this, no pun intended. Practicing for an upcoming lecture about the cutie marks during her lectures of the next day. Twilight talks about the sonic rainbow that led to her and her friends from getting their marks. In the middle of her lecture, Twilight briefly sees Starlight glimmer in the audience, but she disappears moments later, making Twilight very nervous. Starlight's time scheme. Okay, on the way back into the Friendship Rainbow Kingdom Castle, that's still a mouthful to say, Twilight is worrying about worldly wonders about Starlight is up to, and Spike considers that she might be returning for revenge after her previous plot has been defeated. In the castle throne room, Twilight and Spike find Starlight sitting in one of the thrones. Using a magic, Starlight casts a spell that opens up a portal to the cutie map, and then she vanishes through it, leaving them behind. When Spike touches the scroll, the spell activates once again. Twilight and Spike are drawn through the portals as well. Twilight and Spike land in Cloudsdale's flight camp when they see Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy, as they realize that they have traveled back in time to the day Rainbow Dash performs her sonic rainbow. Rainbow Dash's race is against hoops and dumbbells. Starlight Glimmer interferes and stops Rainbow from dashing through the rainbows, from doing the sonic rainbow. Starlight's intervention has a ripple effect that prevents Twilight and her friends realizing that their talents, what? I don't know, that's weird. Realizing their talents, I don't know. As Twilight controls Starlight about what she's about to do, what she has done, the time portal opens up again and pulls her and Spike inside, returning to them to the future. The butterfly effect. I don't know if that was a play in that movie Ashton Kutcher or whatever from I think it's early mid 2003 or 4 at that time. I don't know. I'm rambling now. All right. As a result of Starlight's actions of the past, history has been altered. Twilight's castle is gone, leaving a crater of the desk and a Cutie map. Many of Ponyville has been abandoned. Sweet Apple Acres is now an industrial apple processing plant. And the Crystal Empire is encroaching upon the rest of Equestria. You find that Applejack and the rest of the main six now serve as members of the Princess Celestia's army. Intent on setting things right, Twilight uses the scroll to travel back into the past. However, Starlight is seen waiting to meet her, and she traps Twilight into a crystal block that plummets her into the clouds. And then she talks about her like having a fair trade or whatever. That sounds like a fair trade, doesn't it? You have no idea how happy I was to see that trick again. That was awesome. I'll get to that at the end. Now where was I? I lost my fucking part. Whoops. Which paragraph was I on? Hold on. I'm just going through this real fast. Oh, Twilight and Spike are in a crystal block. Blah, 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 blah. After she frees herself in a crystal, Twilight goes to confront Starlight and her friends when she is... Oh, yeah, with Philly Fluttershy and her bullies are convincing them to be friends. Alright, there it is. The ever-changing future. While with Fluttershy no longer being bullied, Twilight approaches Rainbow Dash and tries to convince her to do the Sonic Rainbow. But Rainbow flies away. Unnerved at Twilight's behavior and the Alicorn status, there we go. I don't know why that picture looks so damn fuzzy. I don't know why it's so awkward. Might be just me. As Starlight gloats, Twilight and Spike suddenly pull back into the future again. When Twilight and Spike return to the future, the timeline has changed yet again. And Ponyville being covered into dense trees. Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie confront them at Spear Point, accusing them to being changelings. This is what Fluttershy says. All servants of the Queen Chrysalis found in these woods must be destroyed. Fluttershy. Awesome. Land of the Changelings. This is part 2 now. Hopefully I didn't mess up too badly, but if I did, apologies in advance. Twilight, Sparkle, and Spike insist to Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and the rest of the other ponies that they are not changelings, but they do not believe them. Sakura appears and covers Twilight, Sparkle, and Spike into the magic salve that indicates that they are from a different reality. As the group walks through the woods, Sakura explains how Queen Chrysalis rose to power, and Twilight explains how Starlight Glimmer's actions have changed history, results in this alternate timeline. Sakura leads Twilight and Spike to the wooden camps, where ponies hide away from Chrysalis's sight. When Applejack, Rarity, and Rainbow Dash appear and say Chrysalis has attacked Ponyville, Sakura immediately recognizes them as changelings in disguise. Applejack is revealed to be the changeling queen herself, and her army descends upon the camp. As Sakura and her resistance tend off to the attack, Twilight Sparkle race back to the Cutie map and returns to the past. So basically the Cutie map's supposed to be like, I don't know, the time machine. Basically, that's what it is. That's the whole standpoint of it, I guess. Okay, upon returning to the past Cloudsdale, Twilight races against Starlight in a clash of magic. Philly Rainbow Dash stops at a race to watch the battle, causing the Sonic Rainbow to be prevented again. Twilight and Spike pull back from future once more. Apologies on that, people. Everlasting Night. Twilight and Sparkle return to the future of the pre-potential nightmare, or nighttime, and a group of Timberwolves chase them towards the castle of the two sisters. As a result, of the timeline being altered again. The castle stands still. Nightmare Moon rules over Equestria, and Rarity and Rainbow Dash are her followers. Upon leaning that Twilight has been traveling through time, Nightmare Moon demands to know the source of her magics, intending to change history to herself so that the elements of harmony are never discovered, ever. She even takes Spike's hostage to ensure Twilight's compliance. Twilight leads Nightmare Moon to the Cutie map, but she catches her off guard, rescues Spike, and uses the Starlight Scroll to return to the past once again. Wars across time. Twilight returns to the past yet again. Determined to stop Starlight Glimmer's efforts, a montage sequence follows in which Twilight fails to stop Starlight from preventing the Sonic Rainbow, and she is returned to a different future each time. One alternate timeline, Lord T-Rex lays waste to Equestria. In another timeline, Discord rules Equestria as is Chaos, with in yet another, Flim and Flam bulldoze the forest to suit their needs. Despite the numerous failures, Twilight refuses to stop trying, even if her conflict with Starlight Glimmer could end up being in an eternity. There we go. Just before she pulled back to the future, Twilight drags Starlight with her to show the outcome of her actions. When Twilight, Spike, and Starlight return to the future, Equestria is a desolate wasteland. However, Starlight refuses to believe that this is the result of the Main Six, so she should not be friends. And she lashes out of Twilight, ruining what she built. There we go. Twilight says that she doesn't know what Starlight has been through to make her this way. And Starlight angrily decides to show her, bringing the three back to the past one more time. Starlight Glimmer's history. This is where it gets real sad and emotional shit. Starlight takes Twilight and Spike to her old hometown. They don't really say what the hometown's name is though, so that's kind of weird. Where she was once best friends with a unicorn cult named Sunburst. And after an incident when Sunburst stops a tall books of falling on top of Starlight, Sunburst gains his cutie mark. When he leaves for Canterlot to study magic, Starlight is left feeling abandoned. She feels like another friend out of their cutie mark would take them away from her too. Starlight brings the three back to Cloudsville and prepares to stop the rainbow from happening, and she also is prepared to rip the time travel scroll so that her changes stay permanent. Twilight pleads to Starlight once more that having witnessed numerous terrible futures, where was it? Alright, there we go. Starlight again refuses to accept that Twilight's relationship with her friends is too special, but Twilight tells her that the main six differences are what make their friendship strong. Starlight is still heartbroken over her friendship with Sunburst. So Twilight tells her to make new friends and work out problems that arise together. She extends her hoof to Starlight. Starlight slowly takes it while the sun and rainbow goes off uninterrupted. Friendship can change the world. Twilight, Starlight, and Spike return back to the future timeline when it is restored. And all the time travel scrolls vanish into a flash of light. Twilight's friends have arrived to see what's going on, and that they are troubled by Starlight's presence. Sometime later, Twilight tells her friends about her ordeals while traveling through time, and they discuss the best way to deal with Starlight Glimmer. Applejack believes that Starlight is too powerful and allows them to roam free. So Twilight decides to help her learn more about friendship and make Equestria a better place. and the rest of the main six agree. In recognition of whatever her new beginning is, Starlight Glimmer leads to her new friends as an uplifting song about how friendship changes the world. Starlight apologizes to the bronies she wrongfully did in the past. And in the episode, as the episode ends on a large group of short of Ponyville's ponies with Starlight Glimmer and main six in the middle. And that's pretty much it. So, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Now is getting to spoilers, even though that's pretty much all the spoilers there, but there's still a lot more to cover on that. There was a lot of really cool ass scenes I really, really loved. Obviously, the two I fanboyed the hell out of this shit, obviously, was Nightmare Moon and Queen Trishos again. Unfortunately, my only little tidbit with it is that she didn't have her little, like, her little mechanical CGI type of, like, auto-tune style, like, voice. Not really auto-tune, but, like, you can kind of get where I'm getting with that. If you haven't seen Season 2's finale, you need to go see that right now. But if you're brand new to the series, I totally understand. Or unless you've seen it already. But other than that, my God. It was super, super awesome to see her back. I was like, oh my God, they're really going to bring her back. Yes! Oh, man, I was super hyped for that shit, man. Same with Nightmare Moon, because those two were awesome chicks right there. They were the baddest evil villains bitches ever. Especially Queen Trishos, she's even more darker than Nightmare Moon, no pun intended. But yeah, then they showed T-Rex. They didn't really give him no line. Obviously, they didn't give King Sombra a line. They just made him do that like devilish laugh, you know, typical evil villain laugh, trying to take over the world and all that, or the universe, whatever. I kind of see that happening, but other than that, I know a lot of people, like 50% of the audience at least. Some people were real happy with Starlight Glimmer being like a part of the main six. Now it's the main seven, so probably late 2016 or 2017, early 2017 is probably where we're going to start that off again. Unless they started like in May or June, July, around late spring, early summer of next year. I don't know. That's the only way I can see it happening. Hopefully I'm still around by then, but hopefully I don't have too much doubt I won't be. But other than that, the future's changing every time. You got to see more dialogue to Sakura. I'm not always the biggest fan of Sakura. I know there's Sakura fans out there, and then they showed Discord a little bit, but he didn't talk. But that's before like he ended up getting reformed much later on. Other than that, what else? I guess the whole moral of the story is that whether you have like your biggest enemy or biggest bully, even though I really don't agree with it, in my own personal opinion, my own personal experiences, I fucking went through bullies and shit. It was a fucking pain in the ass. It was torturous in a way, which thank God I'm not sitting in a cell in a prison because I probably would have shot up a school or some shit back then. I'm not gonna lie, but if it wasn't for that one person, like I said before, it's a Satoru Iwata, like, I mean, that beautiful entertainer in my old school SNES, so you see back there, you know, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. Literally, I wouldn't be. And a couple other things, too. I didn't get, like, psychological help or anything like that, you know. I'm not going to get into that, though, because that's kind of personal, you know, private. Other than that, my lord, it was really, really awesome to see him like that. I mean, it kind of sucked ass at, like, at, like, what's it called, like, there was certain, like, mixes into the elements of harmony that were a little bit more different than others, but you know what, it is what it is. And then they had the Great War with the Crystal Empire with, Cancer a lot. That was a really big ass epic war. It was awesome. I know there's gonna be a shit ton. There's probably already a shit ton of fanfics out there already. It's early Tuesday morning as I'm doing this video. Now it's not Monday anymore. But my lord, man, this is gonna be some real fun times. I can't wait to reach at least a couple of them at least, if I ever get time, because you know I still gotta go to work at like what 8-9 hours from now. It's gonna be a little while, but oh man, I'm looking forward as hell to that shit. Probably this Saturday or Sunday, I'll probably read a couple of them. And I know a shit ton of movie reviewers, or not movie reviewers, bronalysis reviewers are gonna say, oh, the plot was all over the place. It wasn't that great, you know. It is what it is. You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not gonna hate them or resent them from that. You know, they have the right to choose whatever type of feelings they have for the episode. It is what it is. What I didn't like about the episode, I know there's a shit ton of people are going to be making a Fallout reference for that thing. I really don't care too much about the Fallout game. I don't hate it. I'm just saying my cup of tea when they go to the present and everything's just dust in the wind. is destroyed. It's like a big giant atomic bomb destroyed the whole fucking place of Equestria, the universe. It's pretty fucking sad, eh? Whatever. But other than that, and she was adorable at times, even though she was kind of a bitch a few times, Starlight Glimmer. But that's what I fucking love about her. She was amazing. She was just that same type of style and personality that Trixie and Sunset Shimmer had. That's the reason she probably would have been maybe like my second favorite, and Trixie actually third. And Sunset Shimmer I'd probably make first, even though I shouldn't make her first because she's not part of the actual show anymore. She's only running the movies now. And I wouldn't be surprised next year, 2016, and then the official movie of 2017, MLP FIM, comes out. Which I'm already hyped as fuck for the 2016 movie for Ratchet and Clank and all that, but that's a whole other video in itself. I already talked about that like 3 years ago, a while back. If you can find that old video, I applaud you for that, because I'm not going to go all the way back myself and find it. I'm sorry, guys. But other than that, what else can I say? I guess the animation was a little bit funky, but it was really, really good, especially with the way they made Philly Fluttershy. I mean, not trying to like point out and like try to humiliate like people that are anorexic or bulimic, but she was super skinny as hell. She was like so frail. She really was, man. I don't know if that was trying to be like a little bit of subliminal message that the writers and producers, directors were trying to throw out at us, but I don't know. If that was the case, whatever. They made their point clear. And then she was trying to like manipulate them at the same time. It's like, I remember this one little quote line that says, "Oh, wouldn't it be nice to live in a world where there would be no more bullies ever again?" Or no, where bullies and people and ponies can all come together and live in harmony. You know, she was trying to like brainwash them at a young age like that. And that was kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, it really, really was. But she's the evil villain. That's the reason you're supposed to hate her. For me, she's the villain I love to hate. It's awesome. But now she's completely reformed. She's brand new. I mean, it's gonna be okay, I guess. I don't know if she's gonna be as good as like her magic or Rarity, but she's able to fly and levitate with her magic. You'd think all the other unicorns were able to do that, but I feel like that was probably in a shit ton of other fan fictions that I've never read yet. But it probably is out there lying around somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere on DeviantArt and filmfiction.net. The weird part that threw me off is like the Flim Flam brothers were destroying Equestrian. I guess, marketing advertisement and like entertainment sometimes it does that. It capitalizes on a lot of shit, but I'm not going to get into that concept because that's not what my channel's about. That's my criticism guide channel, 2009. And then the last two things, the biggest two things actually I really, really loved about this episode was little fight sequences with how Pinkie Pie and Maud Pie, and I actually did like Maud Pie in this episode before, that whole boring personality is supposed to be the funny part of her, and I just really didn't buy it, even though she kind of still reminds me of Raven from Teen Titans, or Teen Titans Go. Hey, it is what it is. I do not care. I do care about those cartoons. It just, whatever your guys' opinion on it, it is what it is. It's totally up in the air with me on that. It doesn't matter. As long as they're positive, no, that's cool. But other than that, yeah, they just tore down these boulders like nothing. And there was like a cybernetic version of Rainbow Dash where she had like half steel, wing, and then she had a half ears bitten off like freaking Evander Holyfield did back in the late 90s or late 80s, early 90s. I don't know. I think I was still a little ass 5-6-year-old at that time when it happened. Other than that, she looked really damn good. I'll admit, she looked really awesome as fuck. See, if she would have looked like that throughout the whole thing, I would have absolutely admired her ass instead of hating the shit out of her. Then she's awesome as hell. But other than that, and Applejack, I'm not gonna lie, in the first part where they go through back in time, when they go to that industrial part of Sweet Apple Acres, probably ends up being Sour Apple Acres, I don't know. She actually looked pretty badass too, so it's funny how the ponies that I really disliked the least actually end up looking like the best animation quality of this time. One other added bonus thing I really want to talk about. I love all the little scenes where Rainbow Dash, like, she just kept getting like, she kept little Philly Rainbow Dash for that part. Let me just make that clear. She kept getting creeped out by Twilight stalking her. I wouldn't be surprised that happened. Really wouldn't. There's so many other things I could talk about this episode, but that's all I got to say for now. I mean, all the little time sequences to see what they would have went through their lives. It was really interesting, very sporadic. It was like, it's completely random all over the place. And at the same time, it was really, really good. And the only thing I really like about it too much, I really wish they would have gave King Songwer a voice, and instead of him giving an evil laugh. And then like Queen Trishulus, I wish I would have gave her that CPI echo voice. You know, that would have been awesome. But you know what? What can you do? Accept it for what it is. I'm gonna take it as it is, and I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it. It's still awesome. And what else? Oh, there's one little extra special thing that oh my god, I love how Nightmare New destroyed the shit out of those Timberwolves out of nowhere. That took my fanboy level to a higher level. I screamed so damn loud. I was like, yes, you do it, bitch. You fucking go. Oh man, I love the shit on Tabitha St. Germain's voice, the way she just gives that elegantness, but that evil, sinister vibe of the evil villain, like crazy demonic shit. It's insane. I love it, man. What else? And the way they had Rarity like just dish out like, I would never associate with dragons. I've never associated dragons in my spare time. And then he just cries. That was funny though. I gotta admit it. That's it. Links to the description box down below to the article, any episode if you haven't seen it already. And that's pretty much all I had to say. So real good ass season. I don't know if I ever do future reactions for them because I stopped at episode 8 or 9 when I was doing them on Daily Motion. So check that out if I ever put it up. And that's it. Peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I will see you when I see you. Guys a good day, have a good night, wherever you are at around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't take them reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it electric out there. And until then, next time, guys. Peace out, late. Goodbye. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon. Random videos on almost every single day. You guys stay in the grind, stay easy, stay healthy. Be easy, be you, do it yourself. Peace out, my like sauerkraut. I'm gone, getting the hell out of here. I'm probably gonna have a quick midnight snap. Maybe I may or may not, because Lord knows I really need my sleep before I end up going to work. So talk to you guys soon. See you guys around. Hope you like this little midnight special of me doing this. Even though it's probably gonna be like, I don't know what time period you guys are in, but it's going to be very, very late. Stay tuned for more future content. Stay tuned for more videos, updates. I'm still going to see what I can do with that Ruby thing. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, and a shout out to FSX Studios Media. Thank you very much for liking that reaction I did about the Rocky Makes 8-bit Nintendo sounds. That was awesome with the Punch-Out series. I appreciate that, my friend. See you soon. I'm out. And stay safe, everyone. Peace out and goodbye.